Another day, another game, practicing the Honchkrow. Yay! I've been testing out the Absol Box deck, but I can't play it. It just doesn't work. As long as G is in format, it's too slow. It's not good. So, yeah, just gotta wait. Just gotta wait and see, because I really want to test the deck. I also think I need to kind of readjust some things. I'm not really happy with the way they're playing it. I do understand why they have certain things, but it just feels very all over the place, and that makes it a little too wobbly. Beautiful. Nothing. Thank you. TCG. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay, we got the Murkrow. We don't have a supporter. We don't have the Proton. Yikes. Oh, we'll manage somehow. Ogrepawn, okay. Let's see what type of variation this is. Chikorita Megani? Or Mega Meganium? Venusaur? Is it the olive? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Looking good. We already have energies attached. And they just pass. So, putting down the Porygon. I really would like to block their first attack, but I don't think that's a good idea. I need to get another of these out. I need to... do I want to give up the Team Rocket's energy? I mean, I'm attacking, so it's not wasted, but... does that feel right? It doesn't. Let's do this. Doesn't matter. Okay, I'm going to do the Poké Pad just to thin out the deck and make sure we're alive. And then I'm going to go for the seat and get ourselves Ariana. Next turn I can evolve the Honchkrow, give it energy, put the factory down, play Ariana, and then we should draw enough to one-shot the Ogrepawn. But unfortunately, I think we're getting one-shotted here, so yeah. Okay. There you go. Putting down the stadium would have been really bad. Bayleaf. Meganium. Fair enough. Do they have the rest of the combo? That's the question. So this Murkrow dies. Yeah. Okay. The big advantage is we are a single prize deck, so that's not too shabby. But at the same time, oh, yeah, that's a no-brainer. Just need it back with this. I'm going to use Ignition Energy this time. I don't really want to waste the other one too much, too early. Okay, Murkrow. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay. Let's thin out the deck some more. Well, it does not feel good at all, to be honest, because we need to use all of them. But hey, let's believe in the heart of the cards. Ariana or Archer would do this. Okay, I can work with that. So, we are playing Sacred Ash. We're using the energy. We're evolving the Honchkrow. Do we ever... like, the Articuno is actually just kind of useless. But, you know, it is what it is. Then, yeah, the Hilda is more like of a late game supporter, so it's a shame we have her in hand. But we can thin out 1, 2, 3 cards. Oh my god, how many teal dances? Please, for the love of God, just... okay, yeah, for sure. Alright. No stadium? Stadium. Very interesting to see this deck with Secret Box. It does make sense. It's a shame they're bumping our stadium, because now I don't feel as confident. Because they can just put the Mega Venusaur in front of our faces, and then we're just sitting there like ducks. Wait, what? No, they're just punching with the Overpower? And the lilies, yeah, for sure, man. Let's go ahead. Have fun. Bayleaf. Okay, so they got rid of one boss. One lily, one dog. That's not enough stuff. So they've... okay. We don't have a lot of options, to be honest. Now the problem I have is that I need to draw supporters. So using the Sacred Ash is good, but then putting in 2 cards is going to lower the probability of me... what the hell? Just get this and this. Let me get both of them. I just get both of them. Setting up doesn't feel too shabby either. Pokégear. Archer doesn't feel bad, but not now. If I'm honest, let's just get the Proton out. And then I'm playing the Ariana. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. I will get one Ariana, one Archer out. And I will sacrifice those 2, definitely. One Petrel. Now, the Giovanni can come in clutch, but the Giovanni isn't really useful if we don't get what we want. So, these 2 are probably our best bet. Okay. Now, the fortunate thing is... hey, we got Team Rocket's Factory. And also, they don't play Max Rod. I mean, they could play Energy, Retrieval, yada yada, but... yeah, Night Stretcher is also gonna do it. So, our game plan here is Porygon, Stadium, Archer. Like, if they leave the Bayleaf in front, then Archer. If not, maybe the Ariana. Obviously, we have 2 energies in hand. Oh my god. That's not good at all. Okay. Let's see. Energy. Factory. Energy. Probably the Ariana. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's not enough. Let's just prevent them from doing their attack. Okay, I just had to check like the mailman stuff. Okay, so where were we? I did this and they did all of that. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, come on! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9. That's not enough. 9 is definitely not enough for the Porygons. Okay. Let's get ourselves the Honch. Or do I just prevent this attack? That could also be very fun. Doesn't they need to retreat? I mean, if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's not enough. But I could win with a Giovanni. Easy peasy. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And I messed up because I'm a goofy man. Oh god. I messed up because now I can put the Fez here or the Ogre Pawn. But that was really dumb. I'm going to... Do I play Hilda? Difficult question. I cannot... Just gonna evolve this. Attach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Hilda... Archer, it doesn't sound... I mean... We have so many in hand. And that's a problem. So... I'm going... Do I gamble? Or do I get the... I think I'm just going to get the stadium, if I'm honest. Okay. At least we got this. Thin out the deck. 240. Let's keep... No, let's keep the Giovanni actually. Yeah, let's keep the Giovanni. Because now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And 13 is enough to one-shot Fez over Pawn. So I can simply attach to the Porygon, Team Rocket Giovanni, and that's that. Yeah, I was a little off here because I just ran down to get the mail. But you know, that's the big advantage of having a single prizer deck. So my error here was obviously that last turn when they knocked me out and I had enough supporters in hand, I had the 2 cell phones, whatever. I should have just put something else here so I knew that I could get the knock with Giovanni. I would have just won this turn if I'm honest. But that's okay. I don't think that's too bad. I mean, unless they have a boss, and then it's going to be a problem. No boss. Thank God. Yeah, buddy, there's no saving you anymore. I didn't want an Archer because I had energy in hand, and that really allows me to win, so I'm just going to put the Sneasel here. More energy, woo! Okay. I'm just gonna take the Fez. I mean, we do enough damage to get the... Yeah. Whatever. Okay. 280. Beautiful. So I really like the flexibility of this deck. It's not that flexible, if I'm honest, compared to what we had before. Like, stuff like Guardy or Dragapult. But at the same time, it feels cool to have a single prizer deck that is just kinda out of range for a lot of attacks, and then they have to usually sacrifice something or just hit with their 2 prizers. Obviously, the Mega Venusaur whatever deck is not a good matchup because I can simply wait until I have my board set up and then just punch them once, unless they kinda judge all the time. But usually if I thin out the deck and build up my board state and kind of block their attacks or whatever they're trying to do, that's going to be very useful. And once I can sacrifice a lot of supporters, the Porygons come into play and become very, very strong. So having already 11 supporters in discard pile is kind of my goal. I always try to sacrifice as much as I can. Not as much as I can because you always have to keep in mind who you're attacking with, but I always want to go for that minimum of 11 supporters because then I can make sure that whatever has 210 HP is in range for Porygon. Yeah, interesting round. I don't think that Mega Venusaur has a really good play against this deck. That's why it's not succeeding as much as we might like it to succeed. I think that's one of the problems. Obviously, if they meet a Ethan's Typhlosion, they're cooked either way. And I've seen some people go back to that. I also have one, and I kind of want to test it out and see how it feels in this meta. Unfortunately, it doesn't really one-shot the really big mons like the Lucario stuff, so it feels a little short, to be honest. In that regard, I would prefer to kind of combine it with something that is able to get that knockout, because the big advantage of Honchkrow is that even though you are a single prize attacker, you can get those huge knockouts. While Ethan's Typhlosion has really great setup and synergy with the Pokémons and blah blah blah. But unfortunately, the setup is a big problem because you always need time to have all of your Ethans in your discard pile, and also you kind of need to see to look at how much HP your opponents have, and that's where different decks might be stronger than you, just plainly stronger. And we'll see if there's like some synergy with something else. Yeah.